There's people in the room. And don't worry, guys, because no matter what, I got my extender. So thanks to my extender, there won't be any dissatisfaction tonight. And why are you giving me that look? I'm talking about for my Wi-Fi extender. What would you guys be thinking about?
Horrible, horrible things.
You did freeze up twice while you were saying that.
No, I froze myself.
Figure action. That one's me.
We've gone rogue. We went live. Yeah. But it was still going rogue because Jordan's actually with us tonight, but he had to go fix something, and we said, screw him, we're going to start the show without him. And, he'll join us in a few minutes and whenever he gets his shit together. Not that we have our shit together, but hi, welcome to Figure Action. Episode 144. Guys. This is the one where Megatron chokes Starscream, and I postulated that maybe he likes it, and that's why it happens all the time.
I'm the one who wrote that caption, though.
You did.
I took the picture.
Yep, we all contributed. I made the episode, so we're all part of this.
Put it.
I thought Jordan would be back by now, but I guess we're going to keep going. Quick question to you, T.
No, I am not in charge.
Oh. T, did you get the box with the misspelling, or you didn't even notice?
Of Megatron? Oh, Cyborg?
No, Cyborg.
I did not notice.
You throw the box away already?
Yeah.
Where was there this misspelling?
You could have had the rare variant, the first wave of the Cyborg.
The Cyborg!
Yeah, there you go. You got it. The Cyborg. Here, let me zoom in on that.
Oh my God!
And it says it on every side of the box.
Cyborg. Oh my! No, that says Cyborg right there.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
It says Cyborg right there.
But you've got the Cyborg on the side. I've seen it where it's misspelled in the front as well.
Ooh, does that mean I should get this mint and sealed box?
Well, that means you're going to have to get another one. Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
We just discovered some breaking news here, Jordan. We discovered that Dave does in fact have the rare McFarlane DC Cyborg.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
That sounds like Cyberfrog.
So he's trying to be a good boy. I threw away the box already. But what I do still have is this one that has 5 English bios. The same bio 5 times. So
well, that's because they kept printing it for every month they were going to try to release it, but since they kept pushing Black Widow out, they put another one on there.
That's
you
true.
Have a point. Like that very well could be.
I think someone just forgot to run it through the old Google Translate. Because apparently that's what they do.
Spoiler! Guess what Dave got this week?
Well, let's roll right into that, Dave. Go for it.
Well, I got me a Cyborg. That is like the coolest thing. I did not notice that at all.
Now, are you going to save that now?
I don't know.
Throw it away.
My compulsive geek disorder is like, it's a misprint, but then I want the figure. It got a decent review on T-Man 978. So
Sportimus says that Cyborg will go nicely with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
So we'll find out about that. And then I did also got the Flash. I was going to pass on this one, but I really like how they do the effects on this. I mean, the effects that came out on the other Injustice Flash was really well. If we're starting this up again.
See, that now will need to be a shirt.
Yeah, but no, this is not the no, that is Flash, so it still says Flash. So, but I've got like the other Flashes, and I said these effects will go really well with it. No, I did not just buy this just for the effects, but they actually have done a really good job with their Flash figures. Despite you think it's kind of funny, they've done how many Batman figures, and they still haven't done those right. But the Flash, they do right. Go figure. I did see Aquaman. I did pass on Aquaman. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I mean, McFarlane's got the rights to Jason Momoa's face now for 2 figures, and you'd think the Aquaman would be looking proper. But it wasn't. Aside from that, it's hot as hell in North Carolina. It has messed up with my sleep cycles that I've been passing out early, so I've been like getting 8 hours of sleep, which is nice, but I haven't been able to touch any video games or movies or Netflix or anything else after 10 o'clock. And that is my fun, wild, wacky week. Back to you.
Nintendo Switch is awesome.
That is both fun and wild, but I don't know if it qualifies as wacky. So we'll have to take a viewer poll on that. Would you qualify Dave's week as wacky? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments, and you may be featured in an upcoming T-Man 978 review. He doesn't know that.
I have not seen this week. Okay, so don't you spoil it. I will hurt you.
Yes, please don't. Please keep spoilers out of the chat. Please don't talk about the X-Men that appeared. Coming up next is T-Man 978. What's going on there?
Hey, everybody.
He rubber banded back down. There we go.
Yeah, I woke up from my good nap to be here. Luckily, I thought to set my alarm. I was not going to wake back up. But I got Cyborg too, and I like him. Look at that. Yeah. The face looks amazing. So I'm happy I found this one and not that exclusive one. I don't even want the exclusive one.
What's the difference? I'm not sure.
It has the battle mask on.
Ah.
And I'm like, the whole draw for me is the facial likeness with these. Now, as I'm hearing from Dave, all of them don't look this good. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I also got Melina and Red Guardian, the 2-pack. And they got a little Red Guardian that you can't see because the camera wants to focus on me.
Yeah, you're a little pixelated, but it's not bad.
You know,
it's not pixelated in like that Japanese anime way.
Right.
Well, trust me, from what I'm seeing on camera, it's not clear anyway.
The tentacle animes or the current feed?
I think I mentioned this last week, but I'm not sure, but just in case. Scorponok, everybody. And
he's your favorite.
The main event is Starscream.
Cracked wings and all.
He's great. Aren't you, Starscream? Aren't you great? Yeah. And as far as the gray, he's the exact same color as Megatron. So if Megatron is too dark, Starscream is too dark. But I got a big review for him. And you probably are maybe still in the middle of trying to watch Peak, or you left him to come to us. Thank you. But yeah, go watch my video.
You're gonna have to see to him about his scheduling of his live streams. He needs to respect the time slot.
Yeah,
I think that's a grievous oversight.
I told him that
we'll have to mention that at TFCon.
Yeah, I was like, with all the questions you're going to be getting in the comments, I'm like, your video is going to go over an hour.
I think if Paik ends up doing a live stream from TFCon, which he usually doesn't, but we ought to just like invade his live stream like he's doing now.
Yeah, he ended to come to us.
You ended early? Man, it happens to everybody. Sometimes you just get too excited. It's all right. I mean, you always got tomorrow night.
Did you at least make him into a full jet? But that's it for me. I'm great.
Paik, by the way, you are on my list of people to buy a drink for at TFCon, just so you know that.
No, he's an asshole. You don't want to do that.
He's nice to me.
It's an
asshole. I got 6 different faces.
Yeah, mine had all the different faces too.
Well, since y'all still here,
Oh
we're putting a
God.
new tile in the bathroom, and this was underneath of the sink for some reason.
Okay, that's funny.
I was like, where? And I was like, haven't any like little girls been over here? So I was like, where did this come from?
Should we ask Chris Hansen when the last time was you had little girls
I'm
over?
like, unless my daughter opened this years ago and dropped it back there.
Hey, listen.
But look,
Got to say,
scale,
the time when the tile was done, it was appropriate for his little girl.
in scale with Starscream.
T, I would think of it this way: Thundercracker's got Buster the dog, right? Starscream's got a little My Little Pony.
You know, they
And
did
if
do.
anybody knows her name,
I don't know, but they did do a death battle years ago of one of the ponies versus Starscream.
it was shit.
I've got too much testosterone to know which pony is what, so.
I think it was Rarity, whatever the purple one is.
Just that brings up a good point. Viewers, if you could go to the comments and chime in, does Dave have too much testosterone to know which My Little Pony is which? Let us know your opinions. The winning vote will be featured on a T-Man 978 review.
You know how T found that under the sink?
I don't know.
No.
Dave has a daughter. He should know some of their names.
That's true. And even though his daughter's going through like this existential crisis, but
Oh God! It came to a peak tonight.
Oh, it happened again?
Oh, oh God! Oh my Lord!
Sportimus is saying it is Twilight Sparkle.
He's questioning it though, so he's not sure.
His testosterone is Dave's.
I can't see the cutie mark because my eyes are old people eyes. So I can't tell if those are butterflies or what.
Apparently it is Pinkie Pie.
Stanley is quick to point out though that there is precedent set because there is a My Little Pony crossover with Transformers, because that's where we are as a brand.
Yeah.
I say we like I'm a fucking part of it. I'm just a consumer, so.
Wait till they cross over with Mr. Potato Head. Well, Potato Head.
Yeah, Potato Head. The potato formerly known as Mr.
No, Mr. Potato Head is in there. Just Potato Head is a brand, just like Transformers is a brand. You get the Potato Head brand. It's not Optimus Prime in the Transformers. It's the Transformers. So it's Potato Head with Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato
Will there
Head.
be a little Mr. Potato Head in the corner, like we get Starscream? Transformers, but then it says Starscream under it.
I mean, there is technically Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures.
Right. But anyway.
Either way, let's break protocol this evening and say, Jordan, let's talk to you. You sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. So everything's official with the house. I got to send over a bunch of paperwork. I actually debated, do I want to do all that now? But I'm off tomorrow. I'm taking a 4-day weekend, which is pretty awesome for the 4th of July holiday. Just taking a personal day tomorrow, and then we've got Monday off. So I'll probably be up late tonight sending papers over to my loan officer. But we're excited to get the house, and I'm excited to get the new setup in there. And I guess to kick things off, I got some cool stuff this week I can show off. First and foremost, thank you to Winston for hooking me up with Anakin. I saw this Anakin, and I was like, you know what? If I get Anakin, I'd need Obi-Wan to go with him. And I was thinking I probably wouldn't be able to find the Clone Wars Obi-Wan, but lo and behold, you can find Clone Wars Obi-Wan everywhere now. And then Anakin's gone. Chatting with Winston, he's like, hey, my wife picked one up for me, and I found one. I have an extra. So he got me an Anakin at retail, and these guys look really cool together. And I'm looking forward to getting my Black Series shelf back up so I can have my different Jedi up there, my different Sith Lords up there.
Don't forget, Obi-Wan has to be positioned about a 1/4 inch higher than Anakin.
Because he has the high ground. And yeah, I'm also looking forward to getting Ahsoka out of my Clone Wars Ahsoka out of storage, so I can have the 3 of them. together on a shelf. I think it's going to look pretty awesome. I also, courtesy of Amazon, got the weirdest named fossilizer, and he does not want to focus because he is like bone colored.
He is washed out.
Yeah, this is Wingfinger, and
Wingfinger.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny when I got this guy out, I was like, this is such a weird figure, but I came to really like him. And yes, I did do the combined mode with the other two fossilizers. That's the unofficial combined mode. I don't have them combined right now, but I've been messing with these guys, and the combined mode is a lot of fun. It's like Modulok from Masters of the Universe almost. That's the way I like to think of it.
Put a dinosaur head on like a suited Marvel Legends, so it can look like Beetlejuice thing.
Actually, it would look like Moon Knight.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't already give it away. I got my Masterpiece 2.0 Starscream, and I was expecting to transform this guy and be like, they subverted my expectations. I actually really, really, really like this figure. I like the fact that he's painted where he needs to be painted, and there's bare plastic where there needs to be bare plastic. As T said in his review, this is the most Starscream to ever Starscream. I think that am I paraphrasing or did I get it right?
Close.
The lack of the waist joint doesn't bug me all that much in hand, and there's some really clever engineering. Like, you know, in pictures this looked like a stacked mess, but in actual execution and having it in hand, I really like how you hide the tail wings and the fins in the legs. He's got a decent weight to him. I love how expressive this figure is, and kind of really just that it subverted my expectations. If you can get him for the Amazon Japan price, I think he's well worth it. What retailers are charging for him, yeah. And you know, fun little anecdotal story. If you ever move while you're using Amazon Japan, the best thing to do is call DHL. Amazon Japan doesn't allow you to change your address for whatever reason. So I actually had to call DHL, and they ended up holding the Starscream at the DHL facility. I called them to get it rerouted, but whoever helped me out put the address line 2 as Maryland, and yeah, they ended up not being able to deliver it. But then they were able to figure out that address line 2 didn't need to be there. When I picked it up, they're like, yeah, this would have gone out tomorrow. So, but yeah, happy to have gotten that. And last but not least, you probably won't be able to see this. Oh, yeah, they're kind of there. I finally got Rasputin and Genghis for my Turtles collection.
The best figures of the line.
I know. They're starting to drive. These have been like the easiest ones to find, and I was like, as soon as the other 2 frogs come out, you probably won't be able to find them. And the I know the Deluxe or the Ultimate Foot Soldiers is supposed to be out soon, along with Mondo Gecko. So I figured they'll probably really be drying up when those 2 sets hit. But that's it for me.
And then there's parts.
That's weird. I thought that was something glitchy there. That wasn't a smooth transition. Plus, he's still talking.
This is Fluttershy, by the way.
Does he know, Jordan? Do you know you're not?
I don't know. No one saw that, T, because right now the screen is on parts. Okay, now they can see it.
I clicked remove.
Hold on, guys. I can do this. I can do the meme. Is this a logo?
Hey, I'm wearing that, by the way.
You know, like,
Get your fat shot.
It has like the butterfly, whatever. I'm doing the meme.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. So yeah, instead of clicking the solo layout, I accidentally removed myself from the stream.
So,
but Matt, how are you?
We're gonna move past that. And hi, as I say every week, I'm here I'm off tomorrow, but I'm busy all weekend, so I think I work less at work than I do when I'm home. But what did I get? I forgot to mention last week, Jordan with the assists. I did pick up the WandaVision Wanda, and she's pretty awesome.
Is she the most Wanda that ever wandered?
She's my only Wanda, so I'd have to say yes as far as I'm concerned. So if you've ever wondered who was the best Wanda, this is this one. Besides that, this week just happens to be a Mezco bonanza for me. It just happened to work out that way. I was one of the lucky ones and got in early on the already produced and shipping Mezco 1/12 Collective Rumble Society Hoods Vapor. And this thing is amazing. He is, without a doubt, one of my favorite things I've bought this year. He's articulated. He's got a crap ton of accessories. If I had one complaint with this guy, and I'll post some pictures eventually, is that the alternate faces that he comes with are very overexpressive. They're almost cartoony to the extent where they're not really useful except in specific situations. I wish they were dulled down a little bit. That is my only complaint with this guy. He is amazing. He's got all kinds of friggin' accessories and swappable pieces, and like he's got 3 different jackets, 2 sets of shoes, a hat, headphones, gas mask, paints, and his little his spray paints actually have a bead inside, so when you shake it, it makes the sound of a spray paint bottle with the activator. So highly recommended if you can get a hold of one. If you can't, then good luck on the secondary market. Speaking of secondary market, I missed the pre-order because I wasn't into it at the time, but I picked up the Mezco 1/12 Collective Rumble Society Krig 13. And here he is.
He's got a blue guy thing.
He's got what?
So you got a blue guy thing.
It is a blue guy thing. You're right, but this guy doesn't have green hair. This guy is extremely awesome. He's not as posable as Vapor is, which is to be expected because he's wearing a big fucking piece of armor. But everything else is awesome. The eyepiece, like the light up eye feature, is not hindering neck articulation at all because it's just one glowing peg that comes up from the light box, and it just all works so well. And this guy's got a whole different swath of accessories. Not quite as many as Vapor, but still well worth it. I picked this guy up off of eBay for $10 over retail.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I wasn't planning on buying him, but I just did a search, and like I texted Kevin in the chat, and I was like, what are the chances this is going to be a ripoff? And sure as shit, this guy showed up real, full accessories, unopened. That listing said sealed, and it sure as shit was, but it isn't now.
That was like me with my Dante.
Yeah, it just happened to work out, right? You just right place at the right time. And he's got lights on the back too. So super cool. One of my favorite things I bought this year as well. The last thing, again, more Mezco, is a gift that I cannot express how much I appreciate from one of our viewers. No Effort Randomness was extremely kind to send me a gift. He sent me, because he knew I was giving her the eye, he sent me the Mezco 1/12 Collective Playing for Keeps Harley Quinn.
And happy birthday to him. Yesterday was his birthday.
I got it on his birthday. I was like, hey, dude, thanks for a birthday present from you. But yeah, this is, of all the figures I've got, she is by far the most detailed. She's got the most varied surface areas, giggity. Like the fish, let's see if I can get a good shot. The fishnet that's right there in her breastises. The leather jacket's got wiring on it, so you can pose that as well.
Wired.
Yeah, the jacket's wired at the bottom. My only complaint with her is that her articulation's fairly limited up here just because the jacket's so thick. You can work around it, but it's you got to take your time.
Is the corset soft?
Is the what?
Of course it is.
Corset soft?
No, it's not.
No.
That's tough. Her breastises are tough. But besides that, man, like she's got the fishnet goes all the way down the arm. If you can see that. Skin tight pants. There's the Quinn booty, if you're interested. And she's awesome. Her alternate head. This is one of the figures where the alternate head and the regular head are both fantastic. She's that face is sculpt and the helmet is awesome. The alternate head sculpt has got her shaved head with the hair flowing on one side. She's got a rocket launcher. It's been a good pickup week, and I didn't anticipate it being that way because everything's kind of slowing down for me right now, and I'm kind of in savings mode. Harley has firm breast. Yes, can confirm. Can confirm, Sportimus. She does have firm breasts. I will be checking it again, and I think that me and Wanda will be checking it out again later, just as a group.
Hope the missus doesn't get too jealous.
Do what?
Hope the missus doesn't get jealous.
She'll be there. She'll be she'll be filming. So that's it for me. Yes, that's it for me. So we'll minimize and go back to the main broadcast after I take a drink.
Fluttershy is what I said.
So that's all for us. Let's
Starscream fought Rainbow Dash.
Did you confirm? You looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, look, Pake's still here. Man, that's something. It's almost like we're gonna have to charge extra now because there's a higher class, right? Is that what this is? There's a higher class now. We're pulling in the big guns.
All right, Matt, are you kicking it off or am I kicking it off?
Can you run the slides?
I sure can. All right. Well, there's no better way to kick off Transformers news than with my favorite segment. I got to make a video for this one. But this week in repaints, you can do it.
You got to do it right, man. This week in repaints.
Take two.
Well, I'll take a few of them.
All right. Well,
I'll make something for you.
All right. We'll let you have that one, Dave. And speaking of letting them have it, I can't wait to have this one. I know a lot of times we kind of say repaints are unnecessary, but this repaint, this one's pretty awesome. We are finally getting a collaborative Jurassic Park mashup, Tyrannicon Rex and Autobot JP93, probably the most creative names that they've ever done with this line, if I do say so myself. We'll head over to, now this is an Amazon exclusive for now. You'll probably be able to get it on Hasbro Pulse as well. It's currently sold out. I think Amazon's retail is $104. So for a leader and a deluxe, that's a little bit over. So we'll get into this.
I'm surprised they didn't call it Transformosaurus. That would be
Transformers.
Well, the name T-Rex was already used.
That it was. And, you know, I guess they got to get their legs out of this mold because, I mean, really, what else are you going to do with the Beast Megatron mold? This here looks awesome. As T pointed out, JP93 is actually an extensive remold retool of the Studio Series Jazz.
Some people are saying skids, but I don't know.
Which may also be a retool of Jazz.
Yeah, it could be a pre-tool for skids.
Now, one thing I noticed, he has ball-jointed elbows and hips.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I
different.
can't remember. Did Jazz have ball-jointed hips?
I don't believe so.
Mine's packed away, so I can't pull it out for
The
reference.
main thing that makes me think Jazz is the way the arms transform, the way the tires are in his gut.
I mean, Sportimus has one point here that they did have to license out the vehicle.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't do a. This would have been a great opportunity to use, as well as pre-mold is the word I would want to go for, of a Studio Series movie Ratchet. That would have been perfect for that.
Well, I mean, they've already done the movie Ratchet in both flavors.
Oh,
They
well, in that
did
case,
the
why didn't they just use it? Well, I'm saying, why didn't they just use a Studio Series Ratchet? Wouldn't that have been perfect
because
remold then?
that's a Humvee.
Yeah.
Like that was a Humvee EMT vehicle, and
Just,
this
I
is
don't think people would have minded just seeing that with that repaint on there, but what do I know?
I would have. I think that they've done a good job with getting the vehicle modes authentic on these crossovers. Save for the Maverick one, which is the only one I skipped just because it's made of that weird soapy plastic.
I think it costs so much because what do they call in that line where they give everybody a good paint job?
Oh, the premium line.
Yeah, I think that's what we're paying for because that dinosaur paint looks really good to me.
Yeah. Matt Wingham says, will they do another JP crossover and use Dinobot? I think they should. I think they should do Blue from Jurassic World. I mean, that way they could do a Jurassic World crossover. Now, the only caveat to that is that the Raptor mode kind of sucks on Kingdom Dinobot.
And is that using Grimlock's head?
No, this is a brand new head sculpt for both. Like, so I like that they have like the I forget what the style of hat is, but like Grant Orr one and
Right.
what was the it's the name like start with it. Muldoon was like the security guy who the collector girl. Yeah, this kind of looks like him a little bit, and I like that. But yeah, it's reminiscent of Grimlock, but it's a completely different head, which is crazy to me because it's like they did a new head sculpt for the mold where he had gritting teeth. And yet for T-Rex, they didn't use that. They just painted the lips silver to resemble teeth.
I mean, this looks nicer than T-Rex. I mean, obviously for the price.
100%.
I mean,
yeah. I like that we got painted rims. Like the paint job on this, I think this might be the best paint job out of any of the crossovers. Like, because they skimped some details on the Ecto-1 and the DeLorean a little bit. And then the other thing I wanted to highlight too is the packaging for this. Like, I loved the retro packaging they did for the others, but did we lose Matt?
I think because this is like the 90s, they decided to go with something different. But the other guys are supposed to be definitely 80s people.
Yeah. Still in the 90s, you had Generation 2 going on, and,
I think this looks like the packaging of the old Jurassic Park toys.
Now, his inner robot is like G2, the brightest red.
It's not like fully G2, but yeah, that is. I kind of see that. I wish that they had put a Kenner logo there instead of Hasbro. I think that would have really put it over the top.
They probably really wanted their name on there.
Well, I mean, Hasbro owns Kenner, so I mean, it's they do that for the Star Wars stuff. They'll put the Kenner logo on the retro figures. But yeah, I pre-ordered this. Did anybody else?
Yes, pre-order on Amazon.
I know.
News update: Matt's internet crashed.
If the rain here, I'd believe it. Oh, no.
Oh, so are you trying to say that we should
Breaking news
it on the rain?
There's allegations that a action figure mammogram was going on.
You can't choose when these things happen. So, no education complaining of a problem, I have to attend to it quickly and decisively, and not worry about timeliness. I take health scares important.
Before we move on,
your wife coming down in the Harley outfit.
At least you're not stuck on the fucking Darkwing Duck outfit anymore.
But
let's say before we move on, do you care about this, Matt?
Yes, I pre-ordered it. I mean, I think it's overpriced, but I did cave. And when you said just fucking pre-order it, I that spoke to me, and I did.
Since I have lived without Ectotron and I have lived without Flux, whatever his name is, I'm going 3 for 3.
Well, Jurassic Park is one of my top favorite movies of all time. So this is all like if I hadn't have bought Megatron, this would be an absolute no question. But now I own Megatron, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to pre-order it and see how I feel when it comes out.
You know what? I have to say it's like a little weird that Star Wars is such a big property, and for years they had an official crossover line. And it just didn't do well. And now, finally, their crossovers are off the ground, but they're doing such random ones. So, like, we know the Ninja Turtle one's coming, which is odd. I guess they're also going to make the most out because there's rumors that they're going to do the Power Ranger crossover ones as well.
Rumor? Yeah, I think that's been confirmed.
Well, I mean, no, they're going to do the IDW ones, but rumor being that they're going to do the ones with whatever the line was, the Next Mutation, where they cross over with Power Rangers in space.
Oh, okay.
There was a rumor a while back that they were going to do that.
Yeah, we don't talk
about that figure. That figure was so horrible. We just don't talk about that one.
Yeah, I did mention the Maverick one, and I said I passed because of that soapy plastic. There's one more crossover coming.
Wait, what were you going to say, T?
I said I think this type of crossover is doing better for them because it's not sticking to that one line.
Right, like, you're not committing.
They're doing the whole Funko Pop type thing.
Yep. And that Star Wars line, man, it's just at least personally, I didn't find them as good figures, right?
No.
They even recently did one, right? The Millennium Falcon, Han and Chewie was not that long ago.
Yeah, and there was a Japan exclusive Darth Vader TIE bomber that came out.
And those just, like, I own the old Darth Vader one. It's just, they weren't that good. And it never made sense to me that they transformed into the Star Wars character. I don't understand that. Why would you not have Darth Vader piloting Starscream as a TIE bomber or something? Why would that not? That never made any sense. Sell a Death Star and don't have it transform into Darth Vader. Have it transform into a Death Star Unicron.
Technically, they've done G.I. Joe crossovers. They had the Viper already, and that was part of Combiner Wars. So I can't see why they wouldn't, especially if they do an updated version of Glide for Kingdom. I could see them.
Plus, they have vehicle only Transformers also, like that. There was somebody riding on one of the I forgot what they're called. Computrons people.
But we have one more crossover.
If I was going to do a G.I. Joe crossover with Transformers, I based off that old Dreamwave crossover where Bumblebee turned into the Ram.
All right. Do you guys know who J Balvin is? Because I had to Google him.
No.
Colombian musician, South American musician.
Yeah,
kind of like Bad Bunny and stuff.
Yeah, so he's apparently a reggaeton artist, and
reggaeton.
Yeah. So much like the Linkin Park set that came out years ago, where we got the old gold Soundwave. Here we're getting a kid had fun with crayons and stickers Soundwave, and oddly he comes with stripes. And it's not called Soundwave though. I think the other one was Linkin Park Soundwave was the official name. It's actually got a crossover logo on there. This one actually appears like it's going to be a network exclusive, so good luck with that.
Such good experiences.
And it's cleverly named J Balvintron. So, yeah. They've got that network logo splashed all over there. This looks like Astro Train's gun, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Knight Williams already going, why? I don't know. Hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. And this also apparently comes with a white version of Laserbeak. So you get stripes, a white Laserbeak.
Because he has that
What's
like
that
rainbow. So how much research did you do on that guy?
Very little.
I noticed they have like the rainbow.
Very little.
Like this missed the month it was supposed to come out.
Well, hey, it's a network exclusive. So I mean, if you look, it actually does have like a Pride rainbow on there on the crossover. It's kind of funny that you mention it now. That they missed they're releasing this late. Price and release date on this guy, he's $70. They say it's going to be available on network July 13th at noon. I don't know that. I mean, I guess maybe his fans will buy it. If you're a fan of the guy, hey, have at it. If you're a Soundwave collector, hey.
Somebody's a Transformer completionist that's going to really want this.
It's an exclusive to an app for a character that's not even for somebody's not even. Yeah, I got zero interest in, so.
I can see somebody wanting this for the siege blast effects. Maybe.
Okay, those are actually pretty coolly colored blast effects. Won't deny that.
Yeah. That's definitely something that you would shoot on Fortnite.
I'm surprised
those do look very Fortnite.
I didn't hear one of y'all.
He was saying, well, I mean, he's surprised that they haven't put like blast effects on like AliExpress or any of those sites.
Oh.
Have you ever checked? Might be.
We don't like them. Next.
All right, next up, we got a figure.
It's just for us, of course.
Well, we have a figure that you are gonna like. This was kind of stealth drop last week, and it's interesting. We heard about this, the Origin Bumblebee, and I think I said that I thought that it would be a Cybertronian one, and it looks to be what we're getting. So this is part of the Buzzworthy line. It's going to be a Target exclusive. Judging from the packaging, he's going to be a small deluxe, but he's going to be sold as a deluxe. And this guy looks pretty awesome.
He has the
looks
5
like a
rods,
heavy.
though.
Yep, got his Energon rods.
Yeah,
Giggity.
Yeah, that's how they justify it. It's interesting. If you look at the arms, he looks like he's at least using the same or similar arms to the Earthrise and Netflix B Cliff Jumper.
I think they're just similar.
At least the upper arms.
There's so much different.
Yeah. I love
definitely
how they
want this guy. I am one of these people that have just been waiting for this alt mode and can't believe it took this long to come up with something official.
I'm kind of there with you. My audio should be a little better now. I've been waiting for this since I was 4 years old.
Yep.
They should have had access to this mode for the TV show.
Yeah. Right.
It's
I
not
mean,
like
Prime
we saw him transform.
Prime told him there'd be days like this, but he didn't believe him.
Right.
And then he somehow in full vehicle mode he fits into the back of Wheeljack when he's injured. That never, the physics there never really held up for me, but whatever.
No, one thing that's interesting is the back of the box shows the jetpack.
Don't forget he could stand up completely inside of Ironhide.
That's true. We still have. I mean, we've never gotten alt modes from Wheeljack or Jazz either. Both of them had Cybertronian alt modes in More Than Meets the Eye.
Jazz
and,
did? Oh yeah, he did.
On the elevator when he was coming up to meet Prime, he was transformed.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
question
for you. Question for you guys. Am I alone in thinking that I kind of wish Siege went on for a couple years to fill those gaps? Like,
it was perfect for that.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
When Siege came out, I was like, I don't mind rebuying characters because this is the Cybertronian alt modes that we always wanted and never got. And I mean, like in the case of like Soundwave, it was, even though he had the dumb spaceship mode, it was like, oh, you can at least phone in the lamppost mode.
Oh yeah, the lamppost mode. I mean, we got Tetrajets finally.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thrilled getting official Tetrajets.
Here's the thing with the lamppost mode, right? They're never going to sell it as an alternate mode as a fucking lamppost. So, I appreciate they're like, hey, look, kids, it's a spaceship, but they could also do this thing that you hardcore guys want it to. I'm cool with that,
Well, who doesn't want something that can do that hardcore thing when you want it to?
Right, especially on demand.
Ever see Death to Smoochie?
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Just the Rainbow Randolph scene where he's trying to sabotage. What was that Norton's character? Oh, he was Smoochie. He's trying to sabotage Smoochie, and he had like the very phallic cookie, and they're like, "It's a rocket ship." Somehow, the whole Omega Supreme rocket just popped into my mind.
It would for me too if I had seen it, but I haven't seen it. I will take your word for it.
I thought this didn't have a waist swivel, but I see it does on that picture in the back.
It can do more than Masterpiece Starscream can.
Sorta.
Well, the other thing too is they show this jetpack nowhere to be seen. I don't know whether it's built in under the roof, because it looks like you can see this like the, I guess, windshield of his like Cybertronian mode. So I'm wondering if it's, well, actually here, that's the underside of it. I'm curious if the jetpack's like permanently attached, or it's another piece, or what.
I hope
that's
not.
How they're like.
Isn't that supposed to be more Sideswipe's jetpack?
Yeah, and you did get the one jetpack with the Centurion drone, so I'm wondering if they're. Well, no, it would have to be smaller.
The ship was full.
Oh,
Phallic cookie. Yes. So, Lady Linda, watch Death to Smoochie. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was a dick cookie, and Smoochie plays it off as a rocket ship. So the kids
great. Death to Smoochie is a phenomenal movie. Just worth it for seeing Robin Williams playing a evil son of a bitch
villain,
for a while.
Yeah. And like, just this egotistical kid show host, like, I'm Rainbow fucking Randolph.
And it's all about the ice show.
Yes. Yes, it is. And you'll be saying lines like, I'm Moochie.
Oh, Moochie.
Such an underrated movie. Yeah. No spoilers. What happens to Moochie. Yeah, I think so. I'm taking it everybody is all in on this one.
Definitely.
Yep.
I yes.
Next up, we've got
it's Cobra Clan's favorite color.
I mean, he's got to get that. I'm sure I'll be hitting up the targets in a couple months, same when we seen him. So this comes from JT Prime, who's leaked some product info reliably in the past few months. This is a figure that we knew was coming to Kingdom, and Kingdom is all but well, I think Kingdom's pretty much confirmed to get more waves than Siege or Earthrise. So hopefully the line goes on for another year. I'm hoping it goes on for another year. We're getting Deluxe Slammer. What's interesting here, when I was reading this description, I'll just go ahead and read it. Autobot. The Autobot Slammer figure can be separated into weapons that other figures can equip. So we're actually getting a new weaponizer. So they are not dead in lieu of fossilizers, which is pretty cool. Transformed to a tank in 20 steps. Comes with a blaster. Figure's tank turret can be separated to form a larger blaster. Figure can be transformed into a tower compatible with the 2013 Metroplex figure, sold separately. I like how they put subject to availability in there. This figure invites fans to expand their Deluxe Metroplex drone collection. Mentioned 6-gun is sold separately and subject to availability, which I think you can still get him on some sites. And of course, he comes with a card. I think this is pretty awesome that they're still supporting a figure that came out, 8 years ago.
I can sell my Iron Factory Slammer.
Yeah. I'm curious how this is going to port onto Metroplex. I think he's got 5mm ports all over him, so probably would turn into a tower and port in. But still, I think that's pretty awesome that they're making a triple changing weaponizer that interacts with Metroplex. So
is that an
looking forward
actual
to getting this one. This appears to. Well, I was going to say, JT Prime has had a lot of these product descriptions right, and so I think he's gotten some credibility here because a lot of the stuff like the leaks for product descriptions as well as figure waves have been pretty accurate in the past several months, if not past year and a half.
I'm wondering if is this going to be some type of store exclusive? Because if they mention that old story, I'll be shocked.
I don't think it will be exclusive. Sportimus says, "We'll know when Prime versus Prime reviews it in a week."
Right.
That's sad but true.
Apparently, there are 2 other figures coming. I saw TFT fan page 101 talking about 3 characters. I forgot what the other 2 were. So, I'm more of them. You can go to whatever you have lined up next. Oh yeah, Tigatron.
Yeah. So the official art for these guys for the next wave, or no, not Deluxe wave, but because there's a here. But yeah, so it looks like Shadow Panther is going to come with the med by default, which is
cool.
I'm fine with that. And then of course we've seen Waspinator. He's already been reviewed. Unfortunately, it looks like Tigatron's going to phone in his weapon, the tail whip. I'm not a fan of tail whips, to be honest.
I hope it's pliable plastic.
It's modern day Hasbro. So we get Slammer's robot mode here.
Huh. I could turn that one into a turmoil as well. If you think about it.
They probably could. I mean, I would not be shocked if we get Turmoil as a Generation Selects figure.
I want pipes.
Sportimus Tigatron is actually a Voyager. M3 says yellow means you're chicken. Heard that.
Or lemon flavored.
On these, I'm really curious to see, or lemon flavored. Looking at this art here, it looks like Tigatron's paws form his front knees, which is unique. So I'm not expecting any sort of retool of Cheetor, but I'm curious to see pictures of this Voyager.
Yeah, I was disappointed to see it probably has the same transformation as Cheetor. Seeing that paw right there, just like Cheetor.
Yeah. They could just make him a big Cheetor with extra steps. Which, I mean, it's kind of accurate-ish. Yeah. Waspinator's art's great, except for he's got that, he doesn't have a real gun, he just has his abdomen piece as a cover for his hand. So there's that. Alex says, part of me wonders that art was done before Tigatron was moved to a Voyager. That could be possible. All right, next up, next up, we've got Cyberverse Adventures, which we talked about earlier. We were saying lines that were named after Bumble of characters. It's not dead yet. We're getting one additional figure so far. They are doing a deluxe dead end. We get a picture of them. Apparently, this showed up in a Target listing. I'm not sure if that's the actual picture of them or not.
I don't think so.
It's hard to say. What's that, Dave?
That's supposed to be dead end?
That is Cyberverse Dead End, which he's gotten whenever their small class of toy is, they have like that gin class for the line. So
that doesn't fully transform, which was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at that.
It's weird.
I'm just looking at that and looking at that coloring and thinking they could have been that could have been Knockout, just a good way of keeping the character
trademark
going. Yeah, the trademark going.
And Cobra Chlan, yes, we will be talking about that and PulseCon.
Spoilers
later in the show.
Right.
Hey, gotta let them know we are talking about it.
No, no chance of it.
Well, you know what? There's no chance of Gary Chalk voicing Optimus Primal anymore.
I'm not mad about this.
I think this movie is going to be Perlman is a good actor.
He's got good geek cred. He's got very good geek cred. He
does. I mean, Transformers is all about war, and as we know, war never changes.
Exactly. Let's say we got the Fallout series. You've got Hellboy, Pacific Rim. The guy's Alien Resurrection, Blade 2. I think he's a nerd-friendly actor. I think he.
The voice is good for Giant Robot Monkey.
It is.
Well,
that good
hear me out though. Like Beast Wars is very fan-driven. Like the fandom is very fan-driven, which back in 2007, Transformers was as well, and it was a big deal to get Peter Cullen returning as Optimus Prime. And from the sounds of it, this movie sounds like a big clusterfuck with what they're trying to do, and they're now calling it a prequel to the Bay movies, which canonically these movies are all screwed up.
Yes.
I wish. Go ahead, T.
Listen, I'm hoping that Gary Chalk doesn't feel further snubbed because he was shocked that people didn't want him to be Optimus. And now they're actually putting his real character in here, and they still didn't give it to him.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if he auditioned for it.
It's I'm sure we'll hear about it. I'm sure he'll be asked about it at various conventions. Hey, what happened here?
He is related to Paramount. He was in that Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which was a Paramount movie.
Yeah, he was also in wasn't Watchmen a Paramount movie? I can't remember. No, it was New Line. But yeah, I mean, he still does cameo work, and the thing is his voice has not changed at all. When he does like the Christmas clip, he sounds exactly the same. So, I mean, to me, like, yes, Ron Perlman's a good actor, but I just feel like if you want the fan service to be, get the dude.
They want the name recognition, right? And they want, I don't know, I think they're probably like Transformers 07 pioneered a new generation of Transformers fans that's their Transformers. So now they're going to try to do the same thing with Beast Wars, where this is not necessarily catering to the Beast Wars fans. This is trying to get a new generation excited about Beast Formers. I mean, it's just like the old Transformers movies, right? Us G1 fans are going to go see it. But they don't. That's not. You're thinking of it as a fan, and they're thinking of it as businessmen. That's the difference.
Yeah, but you can do both though. Like you can get both. You can get Gary Chalk, and you can also get a new set of fans because the Optimus Prime that's in the Bay movies is very different from the Optimus Prime we grew up with.
Right. I mean, I'll kill you all. Is he's famous for that?
I had this great comic book idea ages ago where all the primes finally, this whole nexus of reality things, and then it just turns out that the Bayverse Prime is just going off the edge because of PTSD and just wants to wipe everything out.
And he's the villain of the story.
Oh yeah, he'd be great.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember watching the making of video for that Atari Transformers game, the one on PS2, like the first Transformers game. I think a lot of people really liked, and I think it was like Melbourne Studios developed it, and like the guy, I remember him there. Like I'm not going to try and attempt an Australian accent, but he's like, when this guy walks in the studio, you believe he's Optimus Prime. It's like they were referencing Armada, the show. But, it's just kind of funny, too, that, on one hand, you're like saying, well, Ron will get a whole new generation. But there is a whole generation of Zoomers that, like, from 2004, like when Armada, when that whole trilogy was going on, that was their Optimus Prime. They're still going to remember the voice. And I think that's kind of a lost opportunity to not only use him, but there are people that would remember the voice. Like, hey, I remember that guy's Optimus Prime.
I think you're right. I just think that I don't know. I could see they're just trying to bring in the star power.
I get it.
This was big news for people that weren't fans.
Right.
Well, let's put it this way.
I mean, look at bringing the star power for 2007. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, for Hugo Weaving, it was just a paycheck. And, like, I feel like in Pacific Rim, I feel like that was just a paycheck for Ron Perlman. I think, if you're not making him the star, you're going to give him, like, a back. Again, I don't know anything about this movie, but it sounds like it's going to be a big clusterfuck. I think he's probably going to be as impactful as John Goodman was as Hound, to be honest.
Nah, I'll disagree. I want to disagree with that, especially using Pacific Rim as an example. He's worked a lot with Guillermo del Toro.
Well, sure, but I just think that role was like, it was just a bit part for him, and I'm curious if this is going to be a bit part. I don't know. This movie just sounds like a clusterfuck with 5 factions, possibly 6 Unicron showing up.
Oh, the movie's going to be a clusterfuck. I'm not going to watch it.
No. I don't know. I'm going to see this one because it's Transformers, but I have. The more I read about this movie, the more it sounds like it's going to be. It's not going to be like Bumblebee. It's going to be not focused. It's going to be a mess.
Next.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. Let's get into our third-party news. We're going to talk. We got a bit to cover here, but prototype images, ahoy! First off, one of my favorite companies, Fans Hobby, showed off their double dealer. And they're comparing it to the Core Robot. They're also here low-key showing off they're doing a Fire Guts convoy. And this is just a very early prototype showing you the size.
Looks good.
This looks pretty promising. Condor
I always
mode
like
looks...
double dealer. Or double clouder, since it's Master Force.
And I'm willing to bet, Fans Hobby being Fans Hobby, this will come with his 2 Power Masters. They don't show them off in these pictures, but I expect by TFCon we'll probably. I would actually honestly expect in the glass case we'll see this guy at TFCon this year. Not for sale, but I imagine we'll see like an actual prototype there. Fans Hobby's pretty good about doing that.
I like how those wings arc.
Yeah. All the hinges in there.
Cool.
All right. Next up, X-Transbots. They're showing off their groove. I imagine this guy will probably be out soon. He looks like he's pretty much done. This is still a prototype, but interesting nonetheless. He's got cannons in the shoulders. And you have options for how you handle that front tire. I'm willing to bet that given the fact that they are not doing an actual scaled motorcycle, this guy probably will work with your 1/6 scale figures, or sorry, 1/12 scale figures, 6-inch figures. So you might be able to get a G.I. Joe on this guy.
If you can find one.
If you can find one. I've noticed they've kind of dried up in the stores again around here.
Yeah, there was a
For
burst.
a while. Yeah. I have their Streetwise. Fuzz is his name. I think it's actually a pretty decent figure. The transformation is hell, but I'm in on this one. All right. Next up, a figure I know Matt and maybe T are definitely going to want. We're getting some color pictures of the head sculpt for Mastermind Creations Rung. They're calling it Mentis. And as we covered on the show a while back, he comes with a lot of hands. And yeah.
I am definitely in on this guy, and I'm surprised we haven't seen him solicited yet. Like, because we've seen this guy for a while now.
Yeah.
You would have thought we'd have seen some kind of listing for him by now.
You know, the way that he's designed, I mean, he's got all those really spindly bits. They're probably really making sure the tolerances are A+.
Hope so.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
probably also took a moment to focus on their Infinity line as well.
Yeah. They probably also don't want a God, I forget what the name of their version was, but like Dave said, they probably don't want, because MMC, if you don't know, they will release any part, and 9 out of 10 times free to the customer. Their customer service is amazing. So I know for a lot of people that had issues with that Voss, they were replacing the parts for free, so they probably wanted to fine tune a lot of the NEQC issues to save themselves money and international shipping.
Cheaper to get it right the first time.
These days, yeah. I mean, like Fans Hobby, like we looked at that double dealer, but Fans Hobby replaced when you get that for the Armada Prime, they replaced like 90% of the truck cab. It's nuts. Probably closer to 80% of it, but it's nuts that they're basically. And I mean, that's like a modern leader class size figure. So the cost of putting all those replaced ones out and shipping them all over the world for free.
Anyway, I'm excited to see the rest of this guy. I hope they solicit it soon. I hope they get going on it. Because I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have any currently pending reformatted figures, do we?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, there's nothing like that's just waiting. There's some reissues. They're reissuing Spartan, and I believe, I don't know, 1 or 2 others, and they just came out with their Getaway, but that's it. Like, there's nothing else on the horizon right now. So hopefully they get this guy going. I know he's going to be a fan favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair. Yeah, well, I mean, Getaway was what, April when he came out?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is you buy this guy, you get head.
Yeah. And I did see like Dickaman, that always cracks me up. Their Roadbuster, he just got like additional stock showed up on Chosen Prime. So it looks like they're addressing a lot of those secondary market bumps, you know.
Did we address this? Nightwing and Star Trek Insurrecticons, you get 20 figure action points because that made me chuckle. That's a good crossover. Get it happening.
Speaking Speaking of companies that ain't dead, we thought KFC kind of dried up. I mean, last thing they did were they put out the rest of the Junkions, which I still haven't picked up. But years ago, they put out renders. Years ago they showed off the cab for this guy, but here we're getting KFC's Power Master Prime or God Genrai, whichever you want to call him. We'll run down the pictures here. I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed. Yeah. Like I like the Fans Hobby one, but this one has me thoroughly impressed. For starters, you can get cars in the trailer. It has. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Can you do what?
Get cars in there.
You fell asleep, didn't you? Look at the screen.
Said, can you get the car in there, or is it that like a fake out?
It looks like it's you can actually do it, or at least you can fake it. But I mean, because the whole back is going to be, panels. I mean, if you look here, the underside, like where the legs are, that's got to be hollow all the way up to the legs, right? So all those panels probably are what fill out the trailer. So I think you can get one car in there. Looks to be a far simpler transformation than the Fans Hobby one. He has an ab crunch.
But it's KFC.
A big ab crunch. It is. But you got to remember, like, KFC did Simba. That was the Victory Leo, and that figure is every bit as good as a Chikara figure. And when I was boxing him up, I really was appreciating how awesome that figure was. The Junkions are great too. When KFC doesn't over-engineer, that's when they're at their best.
So KFC
you get that
totally isn't X-Transbots.
It's still X-Transbots. In fact, KFC products will have that X-Transbots logo sticker on there.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what the difference.
Hold them in together.
I have no idea. It's like Unique Toys and DX9. Like, why were those two separate things? You know,
those are two separate designers. I thought DX9 himself but
right, they're brothers.
But these are both run by
KFC. Keith's name is like, yeah. So again, I'd love to know what the difference, why they're not rolled together. It's like kind of like, remember when Fans Toys tried to create Perfect Fusion, and they only got one release out, and then they moved their Cyclone Perfect Fusion into Fans Toys.
Vague. Actually, no, I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was their was it
Cesium?
Cesium, yeah, their slag.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they had advertised the Cyclonus as Perfect Fusion Quietus, and then he resurfaced as Fans Toys Quietus. You get that melty head from the
one
GT
issue of the
Coats.
comics.
And of course, they're showing that, hey, our cars fit in here too. Not only does he have the faceplate from the comics, you can do cartoon or comic heads. So whatever flavor you want. I'm considering this guy and then making him my cartoon one, and then getting the comic head for the Fans Hobby one, and then just adding that to my Prime shelf. I think this looks pretty good proportional.
Enjoy it if that's your thing. That's my
Hey,
thoughts.
I know I'm probably, but I'm a Prime collector, so it's I'm probably the odd man out.
Enjoy,
on this one.
please. I will not desecrate your joy.
Now, I've got a few of these here. New Age is doing some repaints here, and I'm curious what one of our Legends Extraordinaires thinks about these repaints. Bug Bite, Hubcap, Shattered Glass, or Zombie Cliff Jumper. And what was the other one supposed to be? It's a Shattered Glass Bumblebee.
Yeah, I didn't get the reference
Shattered
on that.
Glass Bumblebee. Yeah. These are some interesting repaints.
I mean, it makes sense given the molds, right? They're being the 2-pack. It's just, the price on the originals chafed me bad enough where I bought them, but I gritted my teeth. Where these guys, it's like I think they are awesome in theory, and I will thoroughly enjoy Matthew Deluxe Baldwin's review of all of these. But I will not be owning them. Although I have to say though, it's cool. The coloration and the figures themselves are pretty badass looking, and I wouldn't turn them down as a gift. But no, bruh, no.
The photographer here is having a lot of fun,
and that's good when they did it. I think that one's the coolest looking. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I won't be shocked though if we don't get a. Well, I know we're getting the Gold Bug, the Shattered Glass Gold Bug, but I won't be shocked if we don't get a Shattered Glass Bumblebee in some way, shape, or form.
And that hubcap looks cool. I mean, like I said, they look awesome. They do. I just can't justify $35 a piece.
Oh yeah.
And they are small as shit. If anybody that's on mine, like, they're literally that big. Like they're actual penny eraser size.
Yeah. When I was at Cobra Chlan's house, he had them in the basement. I was like, these are really awesome. They're really tiny. But they were cool. Cool nonetheless.
And the engineering's solid on them too, especially for such tiny figures. Like I've transformed them a bunch of times because I own the original two, but you don't feel like you're going to break them. And there's a significant amount of engineering going on in there. It's just what Matt missing out on Legends Blasphemy. I'm backing out of Legends, dude. I can't. I don't even know if I'm going to get a Devastator. That'll probably be a TFCon crumble and cave in and get it there.
And we will take a photo of you with that look of devastation on your face as you hand that money over.
I ain't mad. Look at that. I said his name, and God damn it, I summoned him.
That you did.
He said all good things. Watch the rebroadcast and give us a like while you're there.
You gotta kielbasa slam that like button for us.
Do that. Go like the video because we like you, and God damn it, we want you to like us. That's why we're here.
Because we're good enough,
Smart
enough, and gosh darn it, people like us.
I mean, some people.
So here is a repaint I'm not too thrilled about.
Really?
I really like Transcraft as a company. Yeah, I like Transcraft as a company. And I think that they did a really good job with their Mohican, which was Mohawk from that awful last movie. And then their Bumblebee was really well done. And I'm like thinking like these guys have to have some of the unique toys designers working with them. When Zeta Toys did this, I thought it was a really lazy repaint. So we have Transcraft doing a repaint of Bumblebee into Cliff Jumper. I will commend them on giving him a proper chest. Like he's got that Cybertronian style chest. He has a proper head sculpt here.
Okay.
But come on now. He wasn't a beetle in the movie.
It's an obvious cash grab, but
It is an obvious cash grab, but I just really wish they would have, just gone that extra mile to reel this into a Cybertronian vehicle. Keep the transformation, pretty much the same. Just that extra mile, make him what he was in the movie, instead of what he never was in the movie, you know? Had they done that, had they just remolded, you know, enough of the panels to do that, I'd be interested in this. But as it stands, it's like, this is a pass for me.
Cool. I mean, I think it has. I mean, I think it has. It actually, the bot mode has some nice presence.
Oh, it does. I like the head sculpt. The head sculpt's very faithful to the movie. It looks good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so this would be something if I bought it, I would probably never transform it. So
I never got the Bumblebee is out.
The Bumblebee's been out.
Bumblebee, but yeah, I never got it.
He just got. No, he just got reissued. He's over. You can get him on Agabus's website.
I've given this careful consideration. I think I'm going to skip this guy.
Yeah, I got
passes all around.
I like the photography. The lighting on the photography is really well done, though.
It's shiny. It's sparkly.
Yeah.
Shiny.
I wonder if
I
the
will say the
photographer
Bumblebee.
for this guy. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Bumblebee that I have. It is a really, really well painted figure. What I like is that in robot mode he's shiny, but the vehicle mode's like all grimy. Looks like they went with a weird matte red on this, but this at least the Bumblebee looks as good as the pictures in person.
I was curious if the photographer for this guy did the photography on the next figure we're talking about. Let's do a comparison.
Let's talk. Yes. What is
what's the next figure we're talking about?
I don't know. That was a subtle hint to.
Let's
move on to the next figure, Jordan.
Well, we're all out of third-party Transformers news. We can now get into that sweet, sweet non-Transformers news. We can get into the sweet, sweet G.I. Joe news. But first, Hasbro announced something today via Instagram. PulseCon is back. It's happening this fall, but they don't give any specific date. Wouldn't it be funny if they do this the same weekend as TFCon? I won't be shocked if they do. Trying with that, and this would be smart. This would be slimy, but it would be smart on their behalf to say, "Oh, hey, we're doing a virtual convention, and we're having exclusives where you can spend your money there instead of spending your money on third-party goods."
Well, you can try to spend your money there, but if you're not a Pulse member, it'll all be sold out before you get there. I told the doctor I was going to cut down the salt from my diet. I'm sorry.
Well, let's get it. We have one PulseCon exclusive to talk about that they've revealed already. This is a retro Spider-Man figure. It's a throwback to Venom. I actually don't own a Venom, so I'd like to get this. I have the movie Venom, but No, I have the movie Venom, but I don't have a regular Venom in my Marvel Legends collection. And I think this ticks all the boxes for me, to be honest.
I really like this paint. I have to admit, I'm not going to buy it, but this would be the one to tempt me because this hits me right in the nostalgic feels.
Yeah. I love this like shading that they've done on there. Because a lot of times you see a Venom figure kind of boring. It's mostly like a flat black or a gloss black, and I really like how they've done like this kind of cell shading on him. It's just so evocative of the cartoon art.
Does the extra head have the extended tongue, or is it just a different?
No,
mouth?
It's just a.
There it is. Okay, so one does have it. Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it still has the
same mouth that looks
Venom symbiote stuff, but it does have Venom symbiote stuff.
Yeah, his shoulders or his right up there by his neck still has the ports.
Yeah, I'm on the fence because when I watched the cartoon, I didn't like the blue and red highlights. I always thought that was weird.
I like that.
I thought it was supposed to be to make him look shiny, but I was like, it doesn't look shiny. It just looks like he's black, blue, and red.
You know what I liked about it is it was kind of evocative of him being like an anti-Spider-Man because it's like the Spider-Man red and blue. Like Just my 2 cents on it.
It's my example of a perfect exclusive.
Oh, 100%.
I am a Marvel Legends. God damn, I'm trying to think of anything I've skipped out on. Maybe the Marvel Wave. That's about it. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it. I like the fact they're using the Omega Red body, but the fact is, I wish they would have plugged the ports in. But I still want my Venom. I want my comic Venom on the movie Venom body.
It looks like they're using the movie Venom.
Huh?
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like those are the movie Venom forearms and hands, I think. I can't tell. My movie Venom's packed away. I think those are the four hands from movie Venom. I just remember the yeah.
And I'm glad they're using
really long.
I'm glad they're using the Omega Red buck. I think that's a really underappreciated buck of theirs, but they really should have, if they weren't going to fill in those ports, they should have put in at least some Venom, some symbiote tendrils to plug in there.
Yeah, they could definitely just throw those in as a extra piece. And it's not like this guy comes with the most accessories, head, 2 hands. He's essentially going to be sold as a deluxe size anyway. I mean, we don't have any pricing on it, but I kind of get that vibe that he will be.
Well, I'm calling it right now. So it is 10:28 Eastern Time, July 1st, and I'm saying he is going to be $30 to $35.
I'd easily guess 40 because he's an exclusive. They'll probably say, "Oh, deluxe figure, $40," and they're going to get you on that packaging. That's where they're going to do it.
Oh, he'll probably come that extra. He'll probably come that extra cardboard shipper like the Deadpool was.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Well, that's it right here. You can see it.
I think that's going to make it $35 at least minimum.
Yeah.
I think it's going to surprise you all. I think the price is going to be $8. I'm going to go full price is right on everybody, and I'm going to bid $8.
I'm going to bid $1.
Nope, you already bid. Too late.
You bitch. What was it? That's that family.
You got to say $9. $8.01.
You bitch.
Jay says, hoping for a regular release without the blue and red. Blue and red BS, but I wouldn't be shocked if when Let There Be Carnage comes out, I won't be shocked if there's a regular release because they're gonna want to get that money. Funny enough, I didn't put this in the show notes, but there is a reissue of the Amazing Yamaguchi Carnage coming out. It's clear. Well, it's the red parts are transparent, but the only way to get it is to pre-order a ticket for Let There Be Carnage in Japan.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
If Sony paid for it, Reveltech was like, sure, we'll do it.
Just get a ticket, Matt.
I heard that Carnage was nightmare though. Was a nightmare.
It's
got its ups and downs.
It's not. I mean, I would probably say the Iron Men are more of a nightmare than the Carnage.
And what about the Venom? I've heard the Venom is the absolute worst thing to try.
I like my Venom was fine. Only person who complains about Venom really was Robo.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's keep on going. We'll talk about Reveltech when we get to Reveltech.
Yep. All right. Well, I didn't put it in the show notes just because it's such an exclusive. We have a lot of stuff to cover still, so I was like, I will leave it. Look, hey, I know we just did, but hey.
It's rumored
this one is unconfirmed. So, yep. So I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if it winds up being it has PulseCon, but SDCC to me seems more likely. This is the Deluxe Zartan. I'm guessing probably $40 minimum on this guy.
Yeah.
Packaging is awesome though.
This is great. If I didn't have the previous one, I would want this. Mm-hmm. But I don't need all those different heads. I could pop Snake Eyes' head off right now and throw that on the body.
And we got our Storm Shadow head too. Is that the same? That's a different mold than the other release, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these aren't even. Yeah, these aren't even like full heads though. They're just they pop onto the front of the face.
Right. But
Snake
it's still...
Eyes and Storm Shadow is a full head.
Yeah, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and the skull.
Yeah, because that skull, it wouldn't make sense to pop the skull on the face.
The bow and the arrow quiver is from that Arctic Storm Shadow.
Yeah. And I'm willing to bet that giving them...
So he used the bow and arrow prominently in the comics.
And the scarf is from the Vipers.
Yep.
The gun is new. The big gun, I mean. But I think that's the same knife and the same little gun and the same backpack.
Yeah.
Definitely
he doesn't come with that monkey paw.
Or the snake head?
Yeah, the snake head and monkey paw don't be included. Which is fine. I thought those were really pointless.
But this I agree with T as well. I kind of feel like this is maybe the one they should have released first, and then let everybody that missed out on that be happy that they were going to get a retail version later. I wonder if they're going to do. I wonder, does this have glow in the dark?
No, it does not have color change.
No.
Damn. Or that's what I mean. Color change. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, the box has a whole Viewmaster gimmick where you can change the faces by sliding.
Yeah. I really want this because it's appropriately colored, but availability is going to be the big factor on this one.
I'll probably be dumping a ton into raffles to try to get that thing.
Well, this is SDCC at home, right? They're not doing an in-person event, right?
Well, Pulse traditionally sold SDCC exclusives. Like the last time they had it was like the Ghostbusters Prime was one of them.
Oh, right. Right.
And don't forget.
Then there was like the
Pulse members get first crack.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah, Pulse members get first crack, but like with that Prime, they like put everything up 5 minutes early, and it was a mess. I just hope that this is a good one where, like, look, given the popularities of G.I. Joe, the popularity of G.I. Joe right now, they need to make a lot of these. Like, they'd be silly if they're just going to make this a very limited exclusive. So I hope that they make enough of these so anybody that wants one can get one. Viper should be a permanent staple on their website. Any troop building figure should be a permanent staple on their website.
Right.
They're just leaving.
That's what I'm saying. So that due to that fact, what you're saying, I've got little faith in happening. Is what
they might come back.
That stock content's going up high tonight, son.
Keep the faith. They might come back. Keep the faith.
Hopefully they do.
Don't let nobody turn you around.
What else we got?
Yeah, Brad says, weren't all their SDCC exclusives last year turned into PulseCon exclusives? They weren't PulseCon exclusives, but they had them up on their site. And the best part was they reissued them because, like, I remember the Pit of Judgment came up. I got one. And then months later, it came back up for pre-order, and I think they're fulfilling that now. So hopefully this sort of thing happens again. Not done with G.I. Joe news, though, because Mezco is doing yet another one. And somebody at Hasbro really likes Roadblock because Roadblock's been getting a lot of love. And, yeah, he's the second to be shown off. And I think he looks really, really good.
Yes, the definitive version of me, to me.
This thing
I
is
was like, when they first showed the picture with him with that tactical vest on, I was like, if you could take that off and he has the green camo tank top, I was like, holy crap. And that's what they did. You could actually see them up in like 3 different variations.
I was telling Pete I had pre-ordered this thing based on this picture, and I'm like, wow, I got him, and that's a cool price, and I didn't even realize there's another page of accessories.
Yeah.
There's the other page I didn't even realize he had, and I'd already pre-ordered him. It's like I instantly got more for my money.
About the only thing I dislike about him is he has no belt on his pants.
mean, if you give him the harness here, I think that completes the look the best.
Yeah.
Matt, I bet he'll be able to hold Harley Quinn's rocket launcher pretty well.
I'll bet she'll be able to hold his.
Like this shot here, he looks really good.
See what I did there? I was talking about his penis.
Yeah. I don't think you like crazy bitches. You might.
Yeah. So Brad just got his pit of judgment set in the mail yesterday. So they were really serious about reissuing those.
You know, I like that he came with that smile.
Yeah, this looks good.
You know?
Yeah,
they don't advertise it on the body. Or yes, they did. There it was.
I mean,
yeah, he's expressive. He's got a ton of accessories. The body looks like it's a good fit. I'm excited. I canceled my Hasbro Deluxe version for this guy.
I kept it for the review purpose.
Right. I mean, I know they're not comparable, but I didn't need both of them.
Yeah. What were you saying, T?
I said I kept the other one for review purposes.
The deluxe version coming out. Oh, speaking of that, real quick, just as an update, I saw a few minutes ago on one of the groups that if you have an early pre-order through BBTS on their Snake Eyes and Timber, apparently they're processing a bunch of people's orders now for ship out.
Oh,
so
crap.
Keep an eye on that.
Get an early pre-order, so let me check my Gmail.
Yep, just again unconfirmed, but I saw enough people post that they're getting emails about it. To go ahead and check.
I think I pre-ordered that the wrong
arrival notice. Processing standard. Yeah, I'm finally getting one of my Tangle Warriors, so there's that.
there is that.
But no.
Tangle Warrior.
Unfortunately, Pringle Warriors. No. Unfortunately, no Snake Eyes and Timber for me. But hey, they'll come eventually.
It'll be soon, I'm sure.
Well,
Especially they're releasing it
nowhere to display them right now.
Nate's Toys and Collectibles.
That's why I ordered mine from.
Yeah, me too. I ordered
order.
from Nate, but I was just talking about the news I saw.
Hopefully,
Let's keep this one short and sweet.
Nate
These look okay.
Yes. Yeah. Super 7 does amazing work. I'm not about to just look. I love my Mighty Morphin Rangers. I'm very happy with the Lightning collection. Like the only one that's tempting me here is Goldar and maybe the Putty, but it's just like I can't replace something that's like more than functional. Like, so I know a lot of people are stoked on these, and they do look really good, but it's just like, look, $20 figures are adequate here for this.
The only one I'm tempted on is Goldar and the Zords.
Yeah.
Are the
Not
Zords
even the
going to
Putty,
be
because this Putty, I don't know.
I don't think they're combined. I don't see any kind of ports on them. But the love they put into that Tyrannosaur.
Kev, we know you're really excited for these.
Kev wants everything. He's like Mikey.
The love that they put in the Tyrannosaur makes me really excited for when they do finally do a Dragonzord, because I bet they will be the only company. There is one detail I have wanted from my Dragonzord that none, not even the Solar Chogokin did. And that was, I want it to have missile fingers. I bet you they'll give me my missile fingers.
How could that never happen?
I don't know. I mean, you think the Solar Chogokin would have had it at least.
I don't like the IE.
I do. I don't think these head sculpts are really all that great. Like Trini is probably the best, and granted, we've only got two. Like Tommy here is. I don't think it's any better or worse than what Hasbro gave, to be honest.
I think they're more cartoony.
They're very cartoon.
I just saw
Tommy
that.
looks like he's getting good. TM reviews.
Yeah, let's go next.
Feeling them.
My final thought on this is I like Lightning Collection. Just like Jordan said, I'm good to go. But these do look awesome for whoever wants to get them.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, they are awesome.
Yeah,
Kevin,
100%.
enjoy. Kevin, you will enjoy them.
I have a little bit of breaking news before you go on. It's just a real quick snippet. Tamashi's Instagram has revealed that their Comic-Con exclusives are going to be Super Saiyan God, their SH Figure Arts releases of Super Saiyan God Goku, Beerus. Here's the photo. So Beerus, Nappa, and Whis. So the cool thing about that is that the Beerus and the Whis are super hard to get right now. So if you missed out on them before, you're going to have a chance with the event exclusive. So that's all I got to say about that, just so people know.
I missed out on them.
But you don't care enough to go back and get them.
I think I want Whis.
Oh, well then you can put up the fight.
Usually they're easy to get, but let's get to this fat guy.
Yeah, so if you wanted King Shark, but you didn't want to buy the Suicide Squad
the Jordan
figures, Walmart.
Whoa.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, that wasn't just me.
Yeah, you're stuttering worse than. No, I won't make that joke.
Yeah. Am I any better now?
Yeah.
A little bit.
We can buy King Shark by himself as a deluxe, but it's Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
And he comes with limbs.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's everything you get. I don't know what this DC thing is.
Warner Brothers
Yes,
won't let you show their figures with guns, but we will give him severed limbs, ladies and gentlemen,
with blood on it.
Yeah.
Somebody explain that to me.
Yes, I don't get that. I'm guessing this DC thing here is an accessory for the stand, so the stand can function, I guess.
No, the stand should be for his foot. That might be in the movie. We might have to keep watching. Maybe you hit somebody over the head with it.
I guess it's a gold label figure. I think this looks neat. If you want King Shark and you don't want to buy any of the other figures, he also has different trunks, so he does vary from the Build-A-Figure.
I hope those trunks are made out of the same material as the Battle Sisters cape thingy. I mean skirts. Because those legs are not going to move at all. I can tell you that much.
I'm thinking these are soft goods, actually. I could be wrong, but
all I know is he's voiced by Stallone. That's all I care about.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, I think that might make him, again, this is a smart move. For McFarlane, because I think this is probably going to be pretty popular. Like this figure.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of unprecedented though to see like a Build-A-Figure come out with a standalone release at the same time.
All right. So if you don't like most of those other characters, which I don't, you can just buy them separate.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it just with the different shorts, but I know when DC did the other King, man, Jordan is frozen. Oh, there he is. When they did the other King Shark, they at least offered two different heads. Like they had a hammerhead version and a regular shark version, which that's still a great figure. If you've never seen that Collect and Connect King Shark, I just can't see. I mean, I might get this one. I cannot see myself owning two. And I'll probably give away the other Build-A-Figure parts because I don't think I need the entire Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'll probably only buy Harley. and I'm iffy on that because of that. Her dress looks like it's made out of hard plastic.
Yeah, you know, if Harley was in that outfit that the figure artist is coming in, I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that dress.
better be coming. Hopefully, that's going to be a secondary figure, a standalone release without Build-A-Figure pieces.
I mean, yeah, you can go through those.
Yeah.
The variants are meh. That one, I want that one. I do like that one. I like that.
Mass
helmet.
Bloodsport.
Yes. Except Bloodsport's power is he has a teleporter that lets him summon guns. He is a gun character in DC Comics. So, yeah.
Yeah. Them coming with
I don't
swords.
know what it is
got a
about
gun.
these faces.
That's like some Super Kenner stuff. I didn't know he had a face.
I'm hoping these faces. Yeah, I'm hoping they look better in person. I mean, I'm not in on any of these really.
I mean, the Harley doesn't look bad. Ooh, there answers your questions about the pants.
Yeah, they're not going to move at all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. Her dress is not going to move. Her ab crunch ain't going to crunch.
Yeah, because I have the drowned character, and I got a feeling she's going to be moving like that. I mean, now the face sculpt is not their worst one, and the tattoos look good.
Yeah, hopefully they give her the other outfit for the single release, and they threw her in this outfit thinking you're going to want to build a figure.
Sportimus says, I want my guns to have guns.
I like that her box is literally just this tiny little girl and the giant lower half of a shark. It looks ridiculous. I mean, who's going to walk past that on the shelf that's not wise to the Build-A-Figure thing and be like, what does she wear those? What's going on here?
To be fair, collectible.
Matt, you were big. Did you remember the Venom wave? The Venom Build-A-Figure wave? Where you got a Spider-Ham figure that was that big and a body that was...
Right. Exactly.
And Sugarman with Jean Grey with that
giant head. Yeah.
Okay, again, Peacekeeper is a gun character in DC Comics.
Well, I hope you got guns in your pile of toys.
So this variant seems really silly to me because there's an unmasked version. Like, couldn't they have just made this so this piece pulls off?
I do like the axe.
And but it looks nothing like John Cena. It looks like generic man.
Well, if it looked like John Cena, it would just be an empty box.
Which you might see depending on which Target you go to.
Yeah. Because like Polka Dot Man, they gave him removable goggles.
Okay, I will say though, his weapon effect looks great.
I like the proportions on Polka Dot Man. He looks like a real dude almost.
He's actually the best. He's the best looking one.
Yeah.
He's such a ridiculous character. He gets the most love. His power looks good. The face sculpt looks nice.
It looks like the lenses are transparent too. Yeah, the lenses are transparent.
I just
you can
go
see
figure.
it's a yeah.
Twister, human Twister.
All right. Well, we have a couple more McFarlane items on the docket. We'll close up with Netta after that. So let's get them out of the way. There are some SDCC exclusives coming to Target. We're getting Armored Darkseid, Peacemaker, and Cabal. So you're getting your Snyder cut Darkseid here. Wasn't he supposed to be I think he's supposed to be a large figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I've got the unarmored one. on order from BBTS. I don't know if it's worth it getting. I mean,
yeah, he might be $40.
Yeah.
He looks nice. I might impulse buy it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
if I see that one before
the way,
I see the Big Bad Toy Store one, maybe.
the way these guys are stocked, I won't be shocked if you regular size pants. I won't be shocked if these guys are plentiful at Target. Like, they've done a pretty good job of making sure that the McFarlane figures are well stocked and available.
Who's the next person?
You know what? It's interesting. Okay, the unmasked version of Peacemaker is a Target exclusive. So I imagine that variant will be taking up the shelves. And
like I said, I like the axe better than the sword. That's about it.
Yeah, he's going to be there just as long as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. And regular Cabal is kind of shelf warming at Target right now. So
That's a damn shame because that's a phenomenal figure.
yeah, I mean, you and Teeb have both kind of given it glowing reviews, but yeah, he's at all my Targets. He's just kind of chilling.
He's one of those figures that if you weren't into the line, that would still be a figure to get. Like he is just like he's got presence, he's got articulation, it poses lovingly.
Only negative I have is those weapons are droopy.
Not as bad as Shao Kahn's hammer.
Right.
Even the Storm Collectibles Shao Kahn, that hammer, at least mine, was a little warped. Although I think the worst weapon that's droopy is the Marauder from Doom. That axe loves the pull to like one side. Dave, you got to be excited for these though. We get an Etrigan and a King Shazam.
The Etrigan I'm excited for. I'm debating about the Shazam. Because he'll go well with my infected Superman, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And that Etrigan though isn't technically Etrigan, like as Jason Blood Etrigan. It's as if Bruce Wayne got the demon because he's the Demon Knight. Because he's got a Batman symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
I hate that. Why can't they just release the regular people? Why does it have to be Batman?
I don't know because I would have been
They're
thrilled.
selling though. That's.
He's still going to be my Etrigan, but yeah.
You could probably paint the bat symbol, just kind of make it gunmetal and kind of fade away, or even make it like a black on there. Well, still stand out as black. But.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get a regular Shazam as well. But
I hope so. It's a beautiful design, and they brought it to life. That's when he was infected with the Joker virus from the Batman Who Laughs.
We should get 6 Shazam.
That'll probably happen when Shazam 2 comes out. Yeah.
Their updated outfits look really good.
Serengeti guy says, Death Metal Superman's guitar is made of soft taffy. I believe it.
I saw the reveal of
Loot.
the Shazam outfits on the wrong page, Twitter. I do not remember. Commentary? Oh, yeah. The one girl had a new skirt. And, why did the skirt have? I'm like, shut the frick up.
Welcome to Twitter.
I don't remember this guy from Turtles.
He was
in the video game only.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is part of the Loot Crate Gaming box that they're doing for Turtles. I think this looks good. I can't get behind these video game ones because like the pixels are so prominent on there. I kind of feel like they're overdoing it a bit. But if you're collecting the video game turtles and that's your thing, I mean, it's cool to have, Armagon.
Looks cool.
Let's get into the real, Let's get into the really exciting NECA news here. Oh, this is a figure we saw in prototype. They're showing off the painted version now, meaning he's probably going to be out pretty soon. He's a deluxe figure, and that is Dome. And man, I'm for this one.
I don't remember him either.
I think you were a little old for Turtles at the time, but Chrome Dome is a pretty awesome character. I had the toy when I was a kid. He was one of my favorites from the line.
Was it bigger than everybody else?
No, in the cartoon he was, but the toy was just the same size as like the regular Turtles. It's kind of like the Metalhead situation, right? Where Metalhead was, big in the cartoon, but in the time he was the same size as the Turtles.
I'm guessing he was from the later seasons where I definitely fell off.
Yeah, he was like I think the third or fourth season. It's Dimension X stuff and Fugitoid. But yeah, I'm 100% in on this guy. I just hope I can find him. Sportimus, you're right. The original toy was completely chromed, and it was like one of the few figures that had like really strong chrome on it too.
He looked like
and Brad, a little bit. I mean, I can pull up the original toy.
Or Stinkor, that was his name, Stinkor.
So maybe if I pull up the original toy, it might jog some memories here.
He's only in 2 episodes of the show.
An eBay auction. Most of these extra characters were, but yeah, this was the original. Oh, come on, man.
The Fallen.
Back in the day, like when he had all of his accessories, he had like
Michael
wing
Bay,
things.
Michael Bay copied off of this to make the Fallen.
Say, is he supposed to look like a samurai or look like an Egypt or like Ra?
Kind of both, almost. Like here's how he looked in the cartoon. So he was pretty cool looking, in my opinion. So it's cool to have. Hey, I'm excited for it. I know a lot of Turtles fans are excited for this one. I'm just hoping and I'm hoping that he's going to be plentiful enough because he's a fan favorite.
He should be like the Krang, where you've seen Krang a whole bunch of times.
Does that wrap it? I think that's it.
I mean, I think that's it for the notes. I know we got our discussion stuff out of the way with PulseCon and the Transformers movie. That's going to be a wreck. Well, I guess we can.
A little bit of breaking news as well. Just one more thing is that if anybody's looking for the Snake Eyes Timber 2-pack and you haven't prepaid or have it pre-ordered anywhere, Agabus.com just released that they have theirs in stock right now.
Oh, very cool.
So if you want them, go grab them.
Starscream's gray is lighter than
that.
I've not transformed.
You know what you need to do, T, is do you have the Coronation Starscream?
No.
Or did you just get? Okay, that's right. You just had the Toys R Us one. I was gonna say my Coronation gear is all packed up, so I'm waiting for see if the original coronation stuff is compatible with this guy.
It does have holes in the
I think I'm inevitably going to wait for the KO.
They're going to do it at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I see the holes in the shoulder.
There'll
That's
also be the
probably
inevitable KO that will include. Yeah, that's why those things move forward.
Yeah.
But I'll wait for the inevitable KO that'll be much cheaper and will come with like the coronation set, and then hopefully somebody does a ghost version. But that'll wrap it. I guess Kielbasa, slam that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you ring that notification bell. Make sure you buy our shirts on Teespring. That's Teespring up the FAP shop. Link in the description below. And as always, love chatting with you guys. Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with us tonight. Hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July weekend if you celebrate. And I think that'll do it. We'll see you all again. Hey, same time next week, same Figure Action YouTube channel. Peace out. Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Watch my review and complain about them.
Hit my Instagram.
See you guys.